This is the 2013 Honda Fit, and I'm replacing the front strut and spring assembly. So I've taken off the sway bar link, which was actually getting replaced anyway, which is nice. I've disconnected the brake hose from the clip here on the strut, and I've also disconnected the ABS wire in two places. It slips through there, so you have to pull it out, and then also it has this little tab that's going to go through down here, that little square right there. So once you get that all disconnected, you can take out, there's a nut on this side and the bolt slides through, and the same thing on the top here. So I'm leaving this one in until I get the strut loosened on the top, but these bolts, they come out, and then it'll be free. Be aware not to let this flop too much, otherwise your CV axle might come out of the boot. The reason why I'm making this video is because this is kind of an atypical car when it comes to struts. Usually you can see the top of the strut mount right in the engine bay, very easily accessible. That's not so much the case with this Honda Fit, because unfortunately everything is kind of jam-packed in. So you'll have to remove this plastic shroud and get that out of the way before you can access this, which is the top of the strut. So the passenger side, you can slip your Allen key up in there and use the wrench to turn it without too much fuss. But this side has the wiper motor, so we're gonna have to remove the wiper motor in order to access this. I have already tried 3 different ways of how to just kind of snake the Allen key in there and but it just doesn't work. So we're gonna have to remove this wiper motor. Start off with disconnecting the one electrical harness clip, and then we're gonna have a bunch of 10 millimeters holding this thing in. So I'll go ahead and remove all those 10 millimeters, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. All right, not too bad. Just 4 bolts to get that wiper motor out of the way once you disconnect the electric. And now we've got pretty good access to our strut mounting bolt. So put a little 6 millimeter hex key on the top, slip your wrench over, and then you just gotta hold that hex key in place, and then you can break that free. And then you just keep holding that in place, keep turning it, and loosen that up. Once it gets real loose, you probably don't need the Allen key anymore. A lot more hassle than it needs to be, but now we've got some access now that the shroud's out of the way and that wiper motor's out of the way. All right, so we got the new one in. Just takes a little bit of finesse to get it in, snaked in around those wires and up through the hole. But now that it's up through the hole, we can get this new one tightened down. And the new one happened to be a 19 from FCS off of Rock Auto. Actually, do enjoy their struts. I've used them on my own personal vehicle quite a few times. So as this gets tighter, I might have to reintroduce the Allen key to tighten this up if it starts to twist, but we'll see. Might not have to. Front washer is crushing. Yep. Starting to get snug here. Okay, looks like I didn't need the Allen key for tightening it. That's good and tight. Don't want to ream on it too hard. But anyhow, there's the old one. It's complete trash. New one's in. So I'm gonna have to reinstall this wiper motor, get that into place, and then I've got to reattach the 2 bolts through here with the nuts on the end. I'm gonna put these guys where they belong, reattach this in here, and screw that back in. But yeah, reattach our sway bar linkage. Well, not really attached, but put the new one on. And then this job will be finished on the driver's side, and we'll have to move over to the passenger side, which I'm assuming is a little bit easier because I don't have to take off that wiper motor, but maybe it'll be even more cramped, so we'll see. Maybe it'll be harder. I'll let you know.
The other side is a bit easier once you have that shroud out of the way.